I hate the radio. I'm tired of the butt rock. I'm tired of hip-hop stations not remembering the 90s. And I'm tired of hearing the same songs that I hear on my way to work on the way home. But I'm also talking about the NC Miata radio. It's like in 2006, Bluetooth just wasn't even a thing. And we're blessed with Apple CarPlay now and Android Auto. It's time to fix it.
I am not an audiophile by any means. I just like my music and having the choice of what music I want to listen to in the car because I've dealt with the stock radio for just far too long. I hate swapping stations, flipping through stations, listening to half a song, then commercials and commercials and songs and commercials. It is just such a pain in the ass. And you guys have seen me in the past install a radio delete. You've also seen me install the cheapest radio that you can get off Amazon. And right now I've been running the Atoto brand in the blue Honda Fit and my NC2. But being this car has the Bose sound system with the amplifier and everything like that, I didn't want to mess around with any wiring and fiddling around with things to get it to work. So I went to Crutchfield and I picked up the whole install kit. I've got this dual double DIN 7-inch receiver. I've got their steering wheel controls and amplifier connections and everything that I need. Heard good things about Crutchfield and I'm hoping that this is truly plug and play because I need some CarPlay in my life. And again, there's nothing really wrong with the NC1 radio. There's nothing wrong with any of the NC model radios. This was top of the line back in 2006. Sound by Bose, it came with an amplifier, upgraded speakers, and all kinds of little things. But there's just something to be said about radio in 2006 compared to now. I think the same songs are being played on the radio. There's way too many advertisements. And nowadays you can get your maps on your screen, touch screen. I mean, it makes it feel like a new car. And also, before we get started, update on the turbo car. We are so close. And you don't have to splurge. I mean, on my NC2, like I said, I'm running an Atoto A7, just with some new speakers in the doors. And honestly, for what it is, I didn't spend a lot of money and it sounds pretty good to me. But like I said, I'm not an audiophile or anything. I just want more control over my radio. And I know I've mentioned many times how this car is OEM Plus, and OEM Plus isn't really putting in a flashy head unit, and I get that. But the convenience of daily driving and having this be the best roadster that it can be, I think this is the move. But enough chit chat, let's get to installing this radio. There's nothing like wiring. I hate it. It's like math to me. It just doesn't make sense, but follow the instructions. There's a lot to this that if you don't have like a Bose and stuff and steering wheel controls that you want, I mean, you don't have to do all of this, but I think I've got everything correct. Like I flashed this data link thing to do steering wheel controls, and I really hope I have all of this correct, but let's throw it in the car and see if we've messed something up. I've also got the microphone, which is ginormous. That's not OEM Plus. And then a GPS receiver, which I think I'm gonna put, I saw someone put it underneath the gauge hood, which I thought was a kind of a good idea. It's also like 1 billion degrees out here. I'm sure most of you guys are having insane temperatures. So this hasn't been particularly fun, but I should be able to like slide it right up in here, press it in, I guess. That should work, I suppose. I'm not gonna be able to get this, am I? I feel like I should have put it somewhere else. I mean, I definitely should have, because this is gonna be annoying. I don't want to take apart my entire dashboard to do this. So everything is hot. I can get it right here. It's like right underneath the top of the dash. That is good enough for me, for the GPS that I'm probably not even gonna use, but whatever. Put the microphone like right here. I don't know, I don't wanna see it. So I don't know. I'll save the microphone and maybe find like a different solution online and just do that way. All right, radio time. GPS. And where does it plug into? Well, that's annoying. I've lost my place here. Plugged in. Plug in the adapter harness. And sorry to the next owner. Enjoy your rat's nest. I mean, there's obviously much cleaner ways to do this, but I just couldn't really be bothered right now. I really hate wiring. I know like a radio install is easy, but put our USB plugs through here so you can use them for whatever reason you want to in the glove box. That's all plugged in. This is not plugged in yet. Okay. And before I connect everything up, we obviously will want to test it. So satisfying, oh, sick. Okay, all right, fingers crossed. And it's not turning on. At least I can't see. Well, I guess this is why you test before you put it all back together. So I'm gonna figure out what I did wrong. Still nothing. It's never just plug and play, is it?
6.5 hours later.
Okay guys, I did it. This was such a pain. I had to call Crutchfield for help. Maestro R didn't have my radio listed as compatible, so then I had to call them, get a different radio plugged in, got everything set up, powered on, and then steering wheel controls wouldn't work. I've been back and forth on trying to figure out why the steering controls wouldn't work, and it's because I had both the aux port plugged in and also some of the little blue cables. So if you guys are doing this yourselves, you only have to plug in one. I just did the aux cable, but we're all good. So let's actually put this thing in. I'm fried to a crisp right now, and I'm not having a good time. But yeah, it's at least done, and I've tested it, and it works. So I'm just gonna shove all of this in. Again, sorry to the next owner. I mean no harm, but you'll understand if, well, I guess you'll thank me if you didn't have to do the radio. And everything is hot. Ouch, everything is hot. Oh, my thumb is burning so bad. And you just, you go in, you stay there. Ow, ow, ow. Ow, 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 what? My God, and these are hot too. All right, here we go. Turns on. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but I'll grab you off of it. So it's tough to see, but the radio, it just automatically goes to CarPlay since I connected on my Bluetooth, but everything sounds pretty good. So I'm happy about that. I'm happy to have my music in my car, and I can turn the volume up and down with the steering wheel controls, which I'm stoked on. This was so annoying. I can even switch songs, which is awesome. And with the mode, I can also go back and forth to whatever I want. So yeah, switching back to the home screen, just press mode a couple times, but it's actually a pretty nice radio. This is like the nicest radio I've ever purchased. It's very simple, but it does everything I need. It's a dual DCPA723W. So far, so good. And the speakers and radio sound way better, which I'm stoked on. So my camera's about to die, but I'm gonna get everything cleaned up out here, and then we'll take some pretty shots of the radio, clean the dash a little bit, and give final thoughts on this. I am so beat. This was, oh. So I know this video has been a little bit more organic than I normally do. This whole process just took quite a bit out of me. It was really hot today. I was in the sun trying to focus on wiring. I mean, it's hard to make like a wiring and radio installation video. This is like the 5th radio installation video I think I've done, and it's hard to make them exciting outside of just showing the process of it. Also, this video isn't a how-to, so if you've made it this far in the video and you do have questions about this install, go down below in the comments and just type your questions there and I'll be happy to answer them. The whole kit, from the Metra dash kit to the radio to all the harnesses and everything, was just a little bit over 500 bucks. So 500 bucks, you upgrade the interior of your Miata, get the radio, get your doubled in, get your CarPlay, get your steering wheel controls, all that. That was a little bit more than I felt comfortable spending, but I've never bought anything nice for this car as far as radio goes. So figured I would just, you know, spend the money, get the kit, and have the support of Crutchfield, which they were great. They really helped me out. So shout out Crutchfield. Definitely check them out if you want to order a radio for your NC Miata. But took the car to the grocery store tonight, had my CarPlay. It just changes the whole interior. It's just so nice to have your music and have your GPS maps, have the customization of daily driving a car with everything that you want. And truly, the interior of this car is everything that I want now. It feels so good. I love this car. It's genuinely turning into something that I really love. And it's hard to think about what comes next for it because there's so much already done to it that I almost don't want to do anything else. But this channel is about modifying cars and modifying my NC Miatas, and other things are going to happen. We've got plenty coming up. I've got a full front end restoration video in the works for this car. You guys are going to love to see it. So go down below, hit the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, leave your comments below. I'll see you in the next one.